They risk their lives for our country, but now our nation's military members are being hit hard by the sequester. Both the Marines and the Army have suspended now their tuition assistance programs for active duty members of the military. Yet in several states, illegal immigrants can still get tuition assistance. Joining me now, United States Marine Corps veteran and the New York State Assemblyman Kieran Lawler. Good to see you.
Morning.
So tell me about this program. I understand 200,000 active duty members of the Army were taking advantage of this money.
Right.
They're
in the middle of a course of study, and they just found out late last week that the funding that they've been getting, maybe one of the reasons that they enlisted, is not going to be there once this semester is over. So they're kind of in the lurch.
So currently it's the Army and the Marines who are going to be cut from this.
They have announced
the Air Force and the Navy have not yet done this.
Right, but they may follow suit. We don't know yet.
So how much money was it to an active duty member of the military?
It was $250 per credit hour, up to $4,500 a semester, which is a pretty significant piece of funding.
And you bring up an important point that maybe this was the impetus for people wanting to get into the military, knowing that part of their education would be paid for while they're there.
Sure, and you have a lot of people who use these programs. They come in as a private, and then they go to college while they're on active duty, and then they become an officer. And some of the great officers are those who have gone from private to lieutenant to captain and on up the ranks. So we're going to lose that in large part by cutting this program. So it's not just a benefit cut; it's a quality of military cut.
So you are proposing here, at least in New York State, that the state pick up to fund the rest of this.
That's correct. What we're saying is if we have New York military personnel enrolled in state universities or city universities, we're going to say, listen, we're going to let you stay, continue out your degree, because one, you've been serving our country, and two, we don't want to pull the rug out from under you, and the cost will be minimal. There's a bill that's making its way through the Assembly to allot $25 million to give financial aid to illegal immigrants in New York State. I'm against that. For a fraction of that cost, we can let these military personnel in our state or from our state finish out their education.
Well, that was my next question. What kind of dichotomy do we have here where we're going to cut off the funding for members of our military, but illegal immigrants will get that money to go to school?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a real clear indication of bad priorities at the state and the federal level.
So what has been the response so far to your bill?
Unbelievably positive, especially when you juxtapose it to $25 million in aid to illegal immigrants. In New York State, we already give in-state tuition. We're one of about a dozen states that give in-state tuition to illegal immigrants. So there's already funding going there, even without this extra $25 million going. So we definitely can find a few dollars. And the cost is minimal. The class is already going on. The teacher's already being paid. We just want to keep this spot for this military person open so he can finish his education.
All right. Well, you're a veteran, so you would know firsthand, and now you're a New York State Assemblyman. Thanks for your service in both ways.
Oh, thank you.
Kieran Lawler.